Joe Booney and Joe Sports Channel proudly present Respect Women 110% t-shirts. These shirts come in 4 different colors: blue, pink, green, and yellow. These shirts cost exactly $25 US and Canadian. With each purchase, $5 will be donated to the Women's Breast Cancer Research Awareness. And don't forget, every Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, go to YouTube and search up Joe Sports Channel to catch up on new sports news and any special guests that may appear. And if you want to purchase more merchandise, go to joebooney48.wixsite.com/merch.
Welcome to Joe Sports Channel. You can follow me on Joe the Fighting Joe on Instagram. You can follow me on Take Your Devil and hashtag Joe Sports Channel. Ladies and gentlemen, to all the beautiful and fantastic, beautiful Booney believers out there, I can't even catch my breath, folks. It's November 20th. It's 2021. It's 10:33 p.m. Eastern Time. And folks, we have somebody in this building right now, at this moment, in this second. It's been over 600 days, folks. The man that we've been waiting for, the man that lives in a different country, but here right now at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll? Please welcome in the man from Lubbock, Texas, Mr. John Laurinaitis. John, welcome in the show, buddy. Mr. Laurinaitis, how you doing, buddy?
Man.
How you been?
I'm good.
Over 2 years, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this, guys. Look at this. We have finally got this man on the panel. It's been a long time. It's been a journey. But thank you, man, for taking time in your schedule to come on the show tonight, buddy. How are things, man? You look good.
Not bad. Everything's good.
Everything's well?
Pretty decent, yeah.
You doing well?
Uh-huh.
Steelers leads tonight. Royal not Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. Lots to talk about tonight. Get the chair up, buddy.
Okay. All right.
Oh, my goodness. Look, all my shows are a blessing, but this one for tonight is a bigger blessing than any other show combined. John, again, thank you.
You're welcome.
How's life treating you, buddy? Back in Canada for the first time in over 2 years.
Well, it's okay. Yeah.
Borders are good. Everything's good.
Well, they're not, a little bit of security they have with other stuff, but it's not too bad now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
How's the flight from your flight from Lubbock, Texas
Flight
to
was
London?
good.
Everything went well? Everything went smooth?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no problem with the weather.
Well, listen.
Yeah, it's you never know.
No, but we knew what happened tonight between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Pittsburgh Penguins, and tonight the Maple Leafs performance did not come up strong tonight against the Penguins. Jack Campbell played like Jack Campbell. He only let 2 goals in, but the Maple Leafs were shut out tonight by the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins are 2-0 against the Leafs this year. Their first meeting was 7-1 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming back to the Scotiabank Arena, the Leafs lose 2-0. Take me back to that unbelievable save by Jack Campbell that kept the Leafs in the game. It was a 5-on-3, and they couldn't even control the puck in the Pittsburgh Penguins zone.
Yeah, they couldn't really. Oh yeah, the pad save. He actually made a few of them tonight with his left pad, but right against the goalpost, he kept them going. He kept them in the game.
He did.
With only 2 goals, and it just, I don't know, it wasn't good for them.
Their power play was very lack tonight.
The power play wasn't good.
You know,
there was a couple, 2-3 penalties they could have taken advantage. They had a 5-on-2,
5-on-3,
5-on-3.
Yeah, with over 5 minutes left, 5 minutes and 2 seconds, they had a chance to
really
score.
Capitalize on it. So
it was a tough game. You know,
they ended up scrambling again in the third period, trying to get back, and I don't know. They run out of time. It happens before.
They end their 5-game losing streak,
but I mean,
and they move on to face the New York Islanders tomorrow in New York. And the Islanders have a new stadium. And today, when they scored that first goal, the Islanders stadium went berserk, exploded tonight, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely exploded. Now the Leafs, it's a 6th loss. Am I concerned? No, because the Maple Leafs have been playing outstanding hockey. After that road against the Pittsburgh Penguins, losing 7-1, coming back to Chicago, playing in Chicago, thanks to Willie Nylander scoring the overtime goal. That's when the Leafs started to play Leaf hockey. Tonight, Jack Campbell was Jack Campbell. Leafs defense was phenomenal, but the power play was lack and the offense was lack. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night when they face the New York Islanders at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We are on the road for the next 4 games on the road. Then we come back to the Scotiabank Arena to face Nazem Kadri and the Colorado Avalanche. But the Leafs lose 2-0 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. John, let's talk about WWE's Survivor Series 2021. Now, I knew you wanted to say something before the show. You told me about this Roman Reigns situation, still being that lackey Roman Reigns with his buddies Usos. Last night on SmackDown Live, his buddies helped him once again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. Every time. So, yeah, he held the belt for 400 and some odd days, but, you know, you can do that if you got a couple helpers and, you know, they're top tag team guys anyway, which is good in their right, but supposedly they're his cousin or whatever, and he gets there now. His guys that are, what do you want to call them? Not bodyguards so much, but they just interfere in every match he's in. Anytime he starts getting beat, they're in there to break it up and beat the other guy down, and he wins every time. So, you know, whatever happened to one-on-one?
Yeah, really. How about Kevin Owens? Kevin Owens.
We see it enough in other matches, but you know, it's just getting old.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
old here.
I'm tired of the same character over and over again. You know.
Well, I mean, he's a heel, but I mean, whatever, that's fine. But you know, as he's had challenges with other guys that are reasonably good wrestlers, and he's technically been basically getting beat, and then they come in just the last second and save his ass, because otherwise he would have lost his belt. I don't know how many times by now.
Finn Balor, Kevin Owens,
yeah,
Big E. Yeah. I can go on all night.
Yeah, there's a lot of challengers.
You know,
we're decent wrestlers that have. I mean, if it's one-on-one, yeah, fine. But
the only match, John,
he hasn't really had too many.
The only match that was good that he fought and he won fair and square was the John Cena match.
That's true.
That was the only one.
Yeah, that's right. But
right?
That was kind of I don't know. That was another one. I don't know. That was weird. They did that, how they did that. But yeah, that's true.
You know,
he didn't get them involved, but every other one, yeah, every match and every other one is like, you know, okay, well, how long is this going to go for? You know,
oh, it keeps going over and over again. It's soap opera.
It's one thing if you're actually winning on your own merit, and that would be impressive, because they do have some good talent besides him, and you know, but the only thing I noticed, they have been trying to get better matches. I think last little while, better matchups. I mean, like, and for the matches, I've noticed that. But this is the writers of the show. They just, you know, this is their soap opera. They want to continue, I guess, forever and ever. I don't know how long they're going to keep going with it. It's I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's the older wrestling fans, you know, they get tired.
Your style.
I mean, some of the kids, the younger people probably enjoy it still. Maybe they, you know, they get into it more. Whether they're watching that much anyway. Like, we've watched this stuff for years, and it's.
Well, I've watched wrestling since I was, what, 4 years old?
Yeah.
You know? You're watching when Ben Roethlisberger came, you know? DX, suck it. How many times did they do suck it?
Yeah.
You know? That was good wrestling back then. Now, I'm not saying.
That was the attitude.
Yeah, that was the attitude. But I'm not saying wrestling's bad today. It's just their characters.
Well,
it's the same thing over and over again.
Well, I mean, they had their things in, but at least it was, I don't know what's the word. It was fun. They made it fun, you know, and The Rock and all those guys and Stone Cold, they made it fun. It was fun. Yeah, they maybe had long, you know, some of their themes went a while too, but they were more in character with the actual characters. You know, Reigns supposedly is a great top dog, but then now he's head of the table because he's got his little buddies, and all they do is interfere. Every time he gets someone in there that starts kicking his ass, they come in and kick their ass, and then he wins anyway. So. I mean, how long does that got to go on for? Another year, another 5 years? I'm really tired of that, I'll tell you that.
But Mr. Linares, is he really the face of WWE? And is he the head of the table?
He says he's.
But as you as a fan, been watching wrestling for so long, right, and you see the same act over and over again. And Paul Heyman's there too. And Paul Heyman's a big puppet in front of Roman Reigns.
You know, he's involved, but that's his part.
So
I don't know how long it goes on for. I mean, after a while, I get bored of the same thing.
You know, every Friday night we're going to see Roman Reigns.
Keeps winning because of his buddies, his cousins, Usos there. So there you go. I don't know.
I'm more tired of his buddies than Roman combined.
Yeah, I am actually too. I like when they get their asses kicked.
So,
like Brock Lesnar went in there and cleaned house one day.
Oh yeah, and then they fired him or suspended him.
Well, they said they did.
You know,
I don't think so. He's got contract. He can come back. They wanted him out of there, but yeah. Well, what the hell do you expect? They did the same thing to him.
Yeah,
they interfered in that match, but he got back at him.
Well,
like he's not going to take it.
Crown Jewels. That was Brock's match. And who came in? His buddies came in.
They came in.
Yeah. Cowardly, like they usually.
Well, it's just the same thing. I mean, okay, and then now it's almost like you just know what's going to happen.
Yeah, like.
Match. So what good is that? Now every match you're well, we know what's going to happen. It's going to be.
Hello, Amanda Smith.
You know, so I mean, I don't know.
It should be good. Let me pull up the Survivor Series 2021 WWE matches.
Did you get that on?
Yes. How you doing, Amanda?
Amanda. Hi there.
Okay. What do you think of the new setup? I'm not sure if you were here at the time when you were.
I think you got a little bit more.
You like it?
Yeah, you got new mic maybe.
Got the new mic, yeah.
That's nice.
Got that as a gift, actually.
I think you still got the same setup, basically. But
okay.
It looks like you've got to change things around a little bit in here.
Sure.
Okay,
so I first want to talk about the United States champion Damian Priest versus Intercontinental champion Shinsuke Nakamura.
Right.
Now, I'm excited to watch this match.
That might be a good match because there's two different styles. Well, no, I was going to say two different styles. Not really, because Damian Priest also has a background in martial arts as well as Shinsuke Nakamura. So, like the kicks and stuff. So, in that regard, they're similar style. And both of them can fly off the ropes and stuff like that. More so with Damian, maybe.
Yeah.
Stays more on the ground, but he does a lot of spins, kicks, and stuff like that. And that might be actually one of your better matches, actually, right there.
I'm looking forward to this match.
I like that one because I don't mind Priest. He's been pretty good. Since he's come over, he's almost won every match he's had, I think. Pretty close.
I don't mind both of them.
And yeah, I think that is a good matchup. That makes sense. Like some of these matches, and that's what I said. They're starting to get better matchups. But again, if you don't get interference, but I don't know who would interfere in that one. I don't think anyone would.
Yeah.
I don't think they have anybody really that would help them out. Well, not help them out, but there's no one.
I'm thinking
they're singles competitors, so they don't, I don't think, well, I guess Shinsuke also used to be in a tag team, but I don't think he's got anybody right now that really bother with him.
I'm picking Priest to win this one.
Yeah, he might.
The only fact is because Priest is very underrated and he's a phenomenal wrestler.
He's fairly young. He's a little younger, maybe.
Came from NXT.
He did. One of the guys that have success that's come over.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't always work out. They've been bringing guys some back and forth, and some guys, I don't know. You were saying some guys got the boot.
Oh, there's been a lot of people getting fired, suspended,
or just kind of let go or gone.
People are getting let go, and who's signing them?
AEW.
So
take them. They'll take pretty well all those people.
John Morrison is no longer a WWE member.
I bet he might end up down there. Huh? He's pretty good. Like when he's not doing a silly acts, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
He might fit in well down there. I think he might. A lot of them are going there. Some of the guys on the older side, like Daniel Bryan, he's gone over there. There's different people.
Mm-hmm.
Andrade's down there now.
Yeah, that's Charlotte's man.
That was something.
Right. And now there's rumors.
I thought he was going to make it big in WWE, but he kind of, I don't know, he fizzled out. They had him going pretty good for a while, but then I don't know what happened. They got these other couple guys now. The other cousin and the other guy. I don't know. So he's down there. I mean, they're going to make a living somewhere.
There's rumors going around that Charlotte might be going down there.
That'll be something else.
Now
if she went down there,
is Vince trying to clean the whole house and bring in new wrestlers?
I don't know.
You know, there's something going on backstage that we don't know.
It's hard to know who's doing all the strings. Right? They're very close. They don't talk about their business much.
Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that.
They don't talk really about. They keep it close to the vest. They don't say much. Mm-hmm. They're very family. They just keep it in what they're doing, and that's what they do. And they leave it up to the people that wonder what's going on sometimes. Mm-hmm. But that's fine. I don't care. I mean, that's their business, I guess.
So, John, who are you picking for this one? Priest or Shinsuke Nakamura?
I think Priest as well. I just think he's on a roll right now. Mm-hmm. He has done very well. And he's gone up against some pretty tough guys like Sheamus and some of these guys, and he usually pulls it out. He seems to have good endurance. I'll tell you that. He can take it. He comes back. It looks like he's had it, but then he has good endurance. He takes a lot of abuse and still has a little bit left in him.
Yeah.
But that one looks good, I think. At least in paper, it looks good.
Would you like to see Priest versus McIntyre? Wouldn't that be a good fight?
Yeah, it may happen. Yeah. I mean, this is what I'm seeing. They're starting to put guys that are decent, more bigger guys or better caliber guys together, which is what we want. You don't want, I don't know. Just the way it was. I don't know. I'm just saying the storylines, yeah, some of them getting long-winded with Roman Reigns and stuff. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't know. You want to go on the next one here?
Well, this is.
I don't know.
I'm tired of this tag team, Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro versus SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Yeah.
Usos on this one. That's a easy win.
Yeah.
Again, Randy, phenomenal wrestler. I liked him to begin with when they first started with the RK Bro, but after a while, you get sick and tired of those two. Mm-hmm. Randy is a man that fights on his own. He doesn't need to have a buddy.
Yeah, I'm amazed he's stuck in it with it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I don't know. It's. You think Usos will win?
Well, I think Usos will win.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen at the end? I'm going to call this tonight on the show. Usos win. RK Bro, they split up. Randy Orton turns his back. RK leaves the way.
They might do that. Yeah. Probably will. Maybe that's part of the deal. I don't know. I still think RK Bro would have a decent chance against Usos, but Usos have worked together so long. They know each other so well. They're brothers, so they have an advantage there. And, Randy wasn't too hot on his partner in the beginning anyway. He even turned on him a little bit, and I don't know. You're right. He could just say, hell with it. If they lose, he might say, that's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be. Again, there's a lot of shakeups happening here.
He's shaking Rub Vince real good.
They're trying to make it maybe more interesting, but letting a lot of people go, I don't know what that has to do with it.
Amanda Smith said, "Who's your favorite wrestler, Joe?" Well, I had two favorite wrestlers, and they're still my favorite wrestlers. They're no longer in the company. One was The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, and the other is John Cena.
Yeah.
But right now, currently, I like Drew McIntyre. I am really falling in love with McIntyre with his wrestling. Such an amazing wrestler all around. Good person. Had a great podcast with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Really, really enjoyed watching McIntyre and Roman fight too. That was a good brutal fight between those two.
Which one?
McIntyre and Roman.
Oh yeah,
Those two.
Yeah, that's yeah.
WWE Champion Big E versus Universal Champion Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Again,
it looks like we know the winner because it's going to be another joke.
Right.
They won't let it be one-on-one. If it was one-on-one, I don't know. Big E's been on one-on-ones lately. He's been winning, but again, he's going to be against three guys. It's not supposed to be a handicap match. That's another thing. The officials let things go. They don't step in. They got these two gutless officials now that are just puppets.
Mm-hmm.
What's their name? And the other guy, bald-headed fart, and they don't do much of anything except they tend to pick and choose different people they don't like and exclude them, especially in the women.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name there? You know their names.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, the new their new head people that are just kind of there always.
SmackDown or Raw?
I don't know. There's Deville.
Sonya Deville?
Sonya Deville is really stirring up the women because she's just getting involved and just saying, well, you're not good enough. You can't go to this pay-per-view or, excluding people.
Yeah.
Now, whether that's because they're just new, I can see that.
I think Sonya Deville's a big joke in the WWE.
But what's his name? Pierce is not quite as bad, but he's there. But they don't seem to, what's the word? They just do shit and they do it, and then they're allowed to do it, I guess. Yeah. It affects the wrestlers, what I'm saying.
And a lot of interference, too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They seem to let stuff go that they shouldn't.
Well, didn't you see the other day?
They never used to do that as much. When you had better management. Yeah. I don't know. It's again, it could be just the way they're playing it.
Didn't you see Natalia's fight the other day? Looked like it was so fake.
Yeah.
The time that when you came to London, and
I know it was.
We saw Goldust,
and what's his name?
Matt Hardy.
It was the worst match ever.
The fakest match you could ever.
And we were sitting well back too.
We were section 113.
We had a good view, but it was not real close, and yet you could still see how those guys didn't work very well together. They were both pretty well at the end of their careers, and they're still kicking around. Although I think Goldust is now more or less just helping his brother run AEW. I don't think he's wrestling anymore. 50 years old. I mean, come on. He had his career. Hardy, well, he's still kind of once in a while. Sometimes he's a manager. Sometimes he's still wrestling. His brother Jeff, I think, was the better wrestler.
Sure,
he's still going. He's better than his brother, and he's more into it, and he wrestles a lot more. And he's still in there, and they still keep him around. But I don't know.
So
that has nothing to do with what we're talking about here now.
No, I'm just saying. Now going back to Roman, Big E.
Well, there you go. Now they both have a belt, though, do they not? So what would happen if either one beats the other? They're going to have two belts instead of one.
Yeah.
So it's a bonus for either one to win, but I think it's stacked. Odds are stacked for Roman Reigns again because it was the Usos, and that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's if you were going to put money on it, you put it on Reigns to win and they seem to the interference never bothers it. They let this cheating go on, and then the referee still calls the match and it's over, and they just say, "Oh, too bad, it's done." So there you go. We'll say that's who's going to win that one.
I'm excited for this match.
So we disagree on the other one, but that one we agree on.
Yeah. I'm excited for this match.
And we both agree on Priest, I think he can probably win.
Yeah. This is a match I'm looking forward to the most. Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, the man, she calls herself, versus SmackDown Women's Champion, Ashley Elizabeth Flair, as known in the WWE ring, Charlotte Flair.
That's right, yeah.
I first want to think thoughts on this match for you personally, yourself.
That
this
one?
match, yeah.
I think for winner, I think I'll take Charlotte on this one.
You take Charlotte?
I think she's gonna come. She's gonna get in there. It should be good though. I mean, they've set it up. They always don't really like each other, and they've met in the past before. So, I mean, Lynch just kind of got back coming in, and they maybe prematurely give her that belt back. I didn't know if that was very good. A lot of people didn't like that. So, but she doesn't care. She just has the belt. So again, that's another one. I think isn't that a belt? Don't they both have belts again? Both of them.
Yeah.
So another one that you could
belts.
You could come out with two pieces of gold on your shoulder, if you win that one.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of cool. I like those.
I do too.
Because, you know, then it's like, well, hey, I mean, it does show you, like, you know, you beat all the people for that one. You beat the one from the other day for that one. So I don't know. But Charlotte, I don't know. If she gets her final move on you, you're pretty well done.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if she will. That's the thing. But Becky's more of a scrappy wrestler. She has a few moves too, though. But Charlotte gets into that figure eight, whatever, at the end. She's good at as far as the what do you call it? Submissions and that. So I'm going to give a tip to her on that one. Yeah, I think so. I know you like her, but I'm just not because of that. I think she's probably one of the most, if not the most talented women.
Well, a lot of people say she's cocky, and she is.
Oh, yeah.
She's very cocky.
Yeah, but her father was too.
You know?
She's very similar in that respect.
Yeah.
And she's very emotional sometimes too.
Yeah.
And that's for her dad too.
Yeah.
And that's no problem. I don't care. And she's flamboyant and she wears a lot of good outfits. There you go. Whatever.
Didn't you hear what Ric Flair said? I want to die in the ring.
I don't know what that's all about. He almost has before. Heart attacks and everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting old. He can't, you know. I mean, even that time when he fought, this is going back a few years, but he fought Shawn Michaels. Well, Shawn Michaels put him out of his misery, and then he almost felt bad because the poor guy, you know, he was too old to be in there. You know, he still had some moves even at that age, though. He still could, you know, he could still rough it out, but he wasn't, you know, you can't compare him to Ric Flair when he was, you know, 30 years old or whatever. Prime, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know why he want to die in the ring. If he doesn't know nothing else.
Yeah, that's what it said.
But his whole life has been around the wrestling business. I don't know what else he does. Like, you know, another guy you don't know a lot about as far as what he does on his off times and stuff when he's not involved, right? But, you know, I mean, he shouldn't be in the matches no more. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I can't see that, but I don't know what he means. Maybe he thinks he's going to have another match. No. Who would he fight? You know,
Seth Rollins? I don't know.
Who's another old guy he could go against? Throw a good old guy in there.
So now we're having the Raw and SmackDown for this one.
Yeah, 5 on 5. I guess.
Yes.
So that's an elimination. I don't know
here.
how you.
I'm sick of this donkey over here, MVP. I'm tired of MVP.
MVP. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, King Goose does not like him.
That's amazing. He doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Because usually doesn't like people we like.
Yeah.
He's still, I don't think anyone's that thrilled with the guy.
No.
He's just, he's not the greatest manager. I don't think he helps Lashley out really very much.
No.
Lashley can do it on his own, really. But he interferes sometimes. So I guess that's the problem with him, too. He's interfered a bit. That's the only thing bad about him, but he's just kind of useless. I don't know. Why he's there, I guess. I don't know. He's another one of these guys.
Yeah.
He's kind of the manager, but once in a while he will interfere if he can. If he gets a chance, he'll try and cheat and help it.
Absolutely.
Win. So that respect, yeah, it's like the Uso deal in a way, but not quite as bad. But yeah, he has done some stunts.
So out of all these guys, picking one man
for what
to win this all.
Oh, it's supposed to be one winner.
Well, no, the team actually. Sorry.
Which team? Or?
Yes.
I don't know.
So I personally think that
how many people are in it though?
Team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, it is 10. Well, that's his goofy.
10, yeah.
That's his goofy.
So I'm picking Team Raw. I'm picking Team Raw to win this one.
Which one is which here? Which side?
So
which side Raw is and which is? I really get mixed up. I get so confused. And because they have this draft and they keep mixing.
This is Sheamus was on SmackDown last night.
Okay, then that must be.
Must be Raw.
SmackDown is Friday.
Yeah. So I'm picking Drew McIntyre and I'm picking Monday Night Raw to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
This should be a good fight.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Royal Rumble, right?
That's what I thought. Yeah. Like how do you end up winning it?
Yeah.
Is it whoever's left or how does that work on that match? 5 against 5.
5 against 5, and then it's the last two. It's like
it comes down to
if you've seen Survivor Series,
elimination match, and you got 2 guys left.
Or do you remember when
Sting
came and Dolph Ziggler and the Authority and Seth Rollins was being just a selfish, useless guy for the authorities, you know?
Yeah.
So
whoever's left from each side, and then that's it. Yeah. Okay.
So that's that. And then for your last, you got the women's.
Oh, it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Well, Let's see who we got here.
Now I'm sick of this woman in the middle right here.
Yeah, you don't like her anymore.
No. I don't like Bianca Belair. I'm sorry.
Not really, eh?
No.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't know.
I think they gave her the title way too early. And
Well,
when you give wrestlers the title too early, they go up and they go right down because that's what Vince McMahon loves to do.
yeah, they
You
can do that. Or Bill tired.
What happened to Asuka? We never heard about Asuka anymore.
She's gone.
You know, is she injured? We don't hear any report on
Nothing.
Asuka.
We have no idea.
No idea whatsoever.
She's like all of a sudden there's no Asuka anymore.
Yeah.
She was one of the top women.
Yeah.
Like she can really go at it.
Yeah.
Her and she was a competitor against Charlotte or Becky or anybody.
Mhm.
She had wicked matches. So I don't know why they got rid of her. They get some pretty girls coming around again.
Yeah.
And some little bit of like that one on the far right. I forget her name. She's Australian. Rhea Ripley's Australian, but she's a tougher. She's more of like the tough girl.
You like Carmella?
Who's the other one? Carmella's more or less just for show, I think.
Mhm.
She's got about one move, and
Yeah.
that's it. I don't think she's much of a wrestler.
Mhm.
She's just there for looks, I think. Let's see. As
Okay,
far
Natalya.
as far as experience would be Natalya. Baszler, I guess, because of her background. And definitely the boss. Yeah. And who's then? It was Zelina Vega. It's just, she impressed me that one match recently because I didn't think much of her. But she actually can wrestle. I guess she had some background, but then she was more of a manager for a while.
Mhm.
So now she's back at it. Now, I forget who that one is there. That's not me. Anyway, yeah. What do you think of that one? I think these ones will win.
I think they're right. I think Sasha Banks, Natalya,
Yeah,
Shayna
Baszler,
Yeah.
Shotzi, and the other. I can't get out what her name is.
Yeah.
She's actually not too bad.
No, she's not bad whatsoever.
No, I think they're going to take it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there we
It
go.
should be a good Survivor Series. It really should.
I
be.
hope it's a good
Yeah.
one because we've had good ones and bad
Yeah.
ones with lately.
Again, they finally started to put good matches together.
Yeah, they are trying to do it. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
just Raw.
and it's not that hard. You can have the fans do that. They can vote on it, and they'd still get probably similar results. But
Yeah.
it's not so much that. Yeah, that whoever's doing the matching, yeah, that's good. But as far as the writers, well, they seem to be sticking to the same old lines for a long time.
Huh?
So Seth Rollins, he's Seth Rollins, and he does his thing. You kind of know what he's about no matter what. From the very beginning, he hasn't changed one bit for years.
No.
Nothing's changed with him. We know who he is and what he does, and he's Seth Rollins, and he's only for Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's why he's a singles wrestler. He's a good wrestler. And what can you say about him?
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre, he's something else.
So yeah, Raw for men's, they win the Raw, and for SmackDown for the women's, they win the SmackDown.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, guess what? That wraps your 2021 Survivor Series.
Well, yeah, because you got the two main big matches, which take all the players.
You can come in a little bit more if you want.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the inside. It's a small screen, isn't it? Oh yeah.
If I can make it bigger, but then we can't see the comments, right?
Yeah, I know. You need that too.
So, John, we want to move on to football.
Okay.
And before we talk
go.
about Week 11, what the hell went wrong for Mason Rudolph and the Pittsburgh Steelers
Oh.
against Detroit Lions last Sunday? Take me back to that game, John.
As they say in Arabic, you heard me.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
It was a horrible game. Horrible game. Mason Rudolph is just not the guy. He's not the guy. He's not. He's inconsistent. He's not very good on the long pass, that's for sure. And even on, anything over 10 yards or so, you don't know if he's going to hit his target.
Yeah.
He's not had enough consistency. Whether that's just him, it's just he's not I don't know where they got him from. Someone said he was undrafted. He wasn't even or he was not really a pick from a, special.
Oh, we never heard about him.
No, we didn't know.
We all heard him when he came to Pittsburgh.
No, he just came there and he's there. Like it wasn't like, well, here's this guy from, say, Texas A&M or from a big
or Alabama or
anybody,
Clemson, you know what I mean?
Georgia or anybody like that. Or,
Even the Duckman, when the Duckman came in, the Duckman had good 3 games, and after that, he was horrible after that.
Yeah,
John.
we thought he was going to be all right, and then he tanked. So they haven't had a proper backup, and they should get one because we don't know how long Rossberg is going to last. Whether this is last year or not, maybe one more.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. I think they can't just sit here and if they want to win games, they can't just, they got to get somebody that's better. There's better guys out there.
Yeah.
Other teams have been getting guys. Look at the Patriots now. They lose Brady. Yeah, he's probably the best of all time. He went to the Buccaneers, took them to the Super Bowl. Then this year they're not having the greatest season, but I think they're going to make a comeback. But anyway, besides that, now you got the Patriots. They had a little struggle. They found another young guy, and he's pretty damn good.
They were 1-3, John. Now they're 7-4.
Mac Jones, and the guy can throw the ball. And I don't know. That's all you need, a guy that's accurate. More than anything, and a little bit quick, and that's it. But
all the Steelers need, John, is
because the rest of the team has come together. They got a few injuries right now, but I noticed the newer players are really starting to get with it, and Ben's kind of finally figured them out, how to deal with them.
Yep.
Who to go to for what, running, throwing, short throw, long throw. You're going to figure it out. It took a while, but so now he's going to be back. That's good, because I hope that's it for that. I mean, no, that was a disgusting game. The lines were, it came like tie, so no one really won, no one lost, but it doesn't do anything good for either one of the teams.
No.
Because it doesn't boost the Steelers, and it doesn't.
You guys had a lot of fumbles that game too.
Yeah, that was true too. You're right. It was.
Why did you guys go for?
I don't know.
For the run game, bring Najee Harris and let him run 5-6 yards. Maybe 10 yards.
Well,
because you guys were in field goal range there.
Yeah, that was silly.
Chris Boswell, he's a consistent kicker.
I don't know what happened. They should have got the win on that. Really.
And what's he want to do? He threw it, and I'm not blaming Mason Rudolph for that throw. No, what I'm blaming for is Mason Rudolph run the ball in. You still got over a minute left on the clock. Yeah. You still got 1 or 2 timeouts. There's still a lot of games to go. Right? What do? You throw the ball, fumble. Lions have it. 6 seconds left. Jared Goff tries to throw it in the end zone. Gets sacked. Yeah, So
they could have probably had
at the time. You know what? That was a huge game.
Yeah,
right?
Would have been nice to have that one.
6-3 going.
Normally that's just a win right off the bat.
You have Big Ben in there, no problem.
It would have been a different outcome.
This is Big Ben Roethlisberger's team, John.
And now we're in the middle or almost over halfway through, and now it's crucial to start winning some games here. So I'm glad he's back. I hope they can take the Chargers. I think they probably can if they play up to their potential, which they had been playing for those 3 games. They won well and played a lot better. If they play like that, they can take the Chargers. Mm-hmm. We'll see. I don't know. If Ben's back to he was playing good at the last game he played. He was starting to really get into it, and I think if he plays like that, there's no problem. They got a few tough ones coming up, like Baltimore and some of these teams
Cincinnati,
like that.
Cleveland.
Yeah, maybe the Rams. I don't know if they play them, but there's teams there that are a little more, they've been doing a lot better. So there's more competitive there.
Sure.
It would have been nice to have that win. I was not happy with that outcome.
No TJ Watt, no Mitza Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, well, there's another guy that I would say of all that guys. We know Juju's not even going to play.
No, Juju's out for the season.
But Watt has been so good, and to have him out, I forget what happened to him.
It was his knee.
Knee? Oh, I thought it was ankle. Knee. Okay.
Yeah. We thought that was it for TJ Watt. How he got up the field, walking to the sideline like
hopefully
that.
Hopefully, he won't be out long. I don't know. He might be out for a while.
He could be out for just this game.
Knees are difficult because it depends if it was really wrenched bad. Then it's not going to come back quick.
Well, TJ Watt's everything to you. You have no TJ Watt, no Big Ben Roethlisberger. There's no Pittsburgh Steelers at all.
Because he's a big part of that. He's a sack artist, and he can rush through there. He's agile. He gets around these guys.
Yeah.
It's hard to stop him actually. And
what are you picking for that game tomorrow night?
Well, I think the Steelers.
Ben's back.
I think they'll win it. I don't know. That might be a close game though. Because like you said, who's the other guy that's out?
TJ Watt and Mitza Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. What's his position again?
He's
Fitzpatrick. I can't remember. I don't know. I'm not
corner. Is he not cornerback? But he's
a back. Anyway.
He's a back. He's defense.
He's on the defense. Yeah. Well, that's the problem there. Right? You start losing guys off there. You need a good defense.
Yeah.
And they always have had reasonably good defense. And I thought the defense was coming together good again.
For sure.
So, whatever. They're going to have to. As long as Ben plays, then they can. They can. I think they'll win it. I just don't know how far. I don't know who the quarterback. I don't follow somebody. Who's the Chargers quarterback? Donald?
Chargers?
Donald?
You don't know who the Chargers quarterback is?
No, I don't have a clue.
Just give me one sec.
I have no idea. Yeah, but too many teams said. You had Stafford going from Detroit to the Rams, and Goff is with Detroit. Like I get confused between the Rams and the Chargers. I know they're different. Even Herbert, is it Herbert?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he is good.
He's good.
Yeah,
but
he is. So that could be a challenging game. I don't know how their defense.
No, Justin Herbert hasn't been Justin Herbert the last few games. So if Pittsburgh's defense can come up like they did last week in the Detroit Lions, they will have no problem.
Maybe they'll do that. I hope they can get it. They need that win after that game was horrible.
Yeah. They will win if they can. If the Pittsburgh Steelers can come out strong, they will do well. Big Ben's looking like old Big Ben from
I thought
when he first started. Right?
Well, pretty close.
He's throwing those long bombs. Yeah. He has more space. He's running out of the pocket more.
If he can be protected as much as possible, he's good. It's not a problem. Yeah. That goes for most quarterbacks.
Most quarterbacks usually do that, right?
I mean, but then if your O line is not your O line. Yeah, I guess it's your offensive line. If they're not that great, then they're going to have trouble. Yeah. If he can get sacked or run out, and if he's too pressured, then it's whatever. Yeah. But he can get the ball away. They say he's as quick as almost anybody else. Yeah. Brady or Rodgers or most of those guys. He can get the ball. He's known for his pump fake, which is cool, but he holds onto that ball sometimes a long time and then manages to get it off. Sometimes he has to, but it's for him. It's his age and a lot of these grinding injuries he has, like hips
and shoulders.
Just those sore points that are hard on you the older you get, right?
It was a couple of years ago that shoulder really did it to him.
Yeah, the shoulder was bad, and I think he had a lot of rehab with that. And but I think still every so often, and they target him, but they target every quarterback, so I guess it's not like anything new, right? So, so we'll go. I think we'll take that win on that. I hope.
Yeah. So. What's the score? What's your prediction?
I don't think it's going to be a slaughter by any means, but score for that one. I don't think it's going to be very high. I think it's going to be probably 21-10 or something like that.
21-10?
Yeah, 21-14, 21-10. I think it's going to be close, but not high end, but not real low either. Because of the potential for, as I said, if Ben can get his throw.
I say 27-17 the final.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's not too much different.
I think
point-wise, but spread-wise, but we don't need another tie.
No.
I didn't know you could have ties. Holy smokes. Yeah. Your watches go wild.
Give me 1 sec.
Okay. All right. Just gotta shut this. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Huh. Saints, Eagles.
Now look.
Oh, yeah.
Saints are struggling, okay? When there is no Drew Brees. Drew Brees is gone. They're 5-4. They lost last week. Okay, the Eagles are on a 2-game winning streak. Really? Eagles, Kingoos, you're looking good. Eagles win this week. They're 5-6. They play the Giants next, a week from Sunday. They're 6-6. They got some easy games coming up. Yeah. So, you know what? If the Eagles win, that's not an upset. I don't call that an upset because the Saints are not the same with
no, they're not
Drew Brees. No. So I'm picking the Eagles to win this one.
They're not bad, but they're not the way they were. So if they're on a roll, I didn't know that. So if they're on a roll, maybe they'll take it. Yeah. Saints. I don't know who they got now for quarterback.
Well, they keep going back and forth.
Yeah, they play the guys around. Yeah. Good Lord.
Yeah. So who are you picking?
I don't know. Maybe I was going to say Saints, but I'm just going by the Saints traditionally. But it'd be better. But maybe because they've lost Breeze, it's a hell of a loss. He finally retired. Mm-hmm. He's doing a little more commentating and stuff now. Yeah, a lot of them do that. He'd be good at. He's good at that too. Like Romo and some of those guys, they do that now. Aikman.
Yeah.
Because they played the game, they can, they're pretty good on the commentator. Because they know from the point of view of the players what's happening on the field. So, okay, I don't know. I was going to take the Saints.
You're taking the Saints?
I'll still take them, but I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't been following them too much. You're probably right as far as, they've been having if they got 2 or 3 quarterbacks, they have to rotate them, then that's not saying a lot either.
Yeah.
For their offense, right?
Yeah.
What else we got here?
For the Dolphins and Jets.
Oh man,
3-7 versus 2-7.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah. Dolphins.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm picking the Miami Dolphins to win this one.
I don't know. Probably they would take.
Jets are improving a little bit.
Yeah, they had that one good game. Yeah. They only won 2, right?
But they beat 2 good teams.
That's true.
They beat the Titans.
That's right.
Right?
They did beat them, which is hard to believe.
Titans are a good football team.
They are good.
Phenomenal team.
Oh, I thought I heard someone say the Bengals. I don't know what the heck that was. Okay. Yeah.
Washington football team. They had an upset over Tom Brady.
Is that the team? Yeah, they did beat them, man. Yeah, but the Panthers, didn't they get back Cam Newton?
Yeah.
I think they'll win it. I think with Cam, they might.
Welcome back, Cam Newton.
If he plays like he did before, he might be all right. I think he'll win it.
Huh?
I think I'll take the Panthers.
Taking the Panthers?
Yeah,
Taking the Panthers
why not?
too.
That's what
I think that's going to be
I don't know how
a 13-point spread. I think the Panthers are going to win that game
by a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
by at least 13.
Oh, here's an interesting one.
Oh, look, you got Carson Wentz on a new team. Carson Wentz
Yeah.
playing good football finally.
But you got what's his name there? You know.
And you got the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen.
Yeah. Close. I never fallen. I'm gonna take the Bills on.
Playing the Bills?
I think they'll win it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I just got to go to the washroom.
Yeah, you better do.
You can take over for a second.
Well, I don't know. I mean, all I'm gonna say is, I'm just going by Allen. He's brought the Bills up. They're one of the most improved teams in the NFL right now. I think a lot of people agree with that. Them and the Patriots, the way they've been playing lately. Who else? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So next one on there. Well, there's the Lions. Like we just said, they had. They just said that we were talking about that with the Steelers. What a horrible game that was to give us that tie, which is not good for anybody. But that's the past. We got to look forward. But anyway, the Browns against the Lions should be a no-brainer. The Browns should win that one. They're 5-5, but you know what? They should be able to take the Lions. Baker Mayfield, I think he can. He's good, and he's a good quarterback. I think they'll win it. I'd say it'd probably be 27 to 27-7, something like that. I don't see why the Browns won't win that one against the Lions.
Yeah.
They should take that one. So they took the Bills, and I took the Browns.
Browns and Browns.
Browns over the Lions.
Bills over the Browns. No, Bills over the Colts by 3. Browns win.
Yeah.
Browns win
By at least 10.
by 10. But hey, you never know.
No, you don't know. Because who knows?
Been a lot of weird football games this year.
Like Goff is good, but I just don't think the team is good. Lions, guys.
There's a water bottle.
Thank you. I don't know. We got more teams yet to come. Johnny Savage.
You know, that's going to be a good game.
Forget about that.
The Colts and Bills.
Huh?
The Colts and Bills are going to be a really good football.
I'm just going to take my jacket off.
Yeah,
A little hot now.
Yeah.
Warmer than I thought.
Yeah, take your time.
I'm not doing business tonight anyway.
No.
Well, that's why I come up here anyway. I got some business.
So yeah, we're
Some
picking.
business going on, but that's why I thought I'd drop in and see you.
I appreciate it, man.
That's just a little bit.
Flight was good. Huh?
I've never been a fan of.
Just joking.
I don't dress up at home very much either.
No.
Pretty basic out there.
Flight was good, right?
Yeah, the flying was clear.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have problems. Which you never know this time of year. You can get into some bad weather.
Bills beat the Colts by 3 points.
That's better.
Picking the Browns over 10.
Yeah.
Now, the 49ers had an absolutely unbelievable victory last week against the Rams. An upset. It was 31-10 the final. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. 31-10 the final, the San Francisco 49ers. And if the 49ers keep playing how they're playing, they can stick together. They'll have no problem beating the Jaguars, but this is a serious team if they can stick together.
Who?
The San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, you're going to say Jaguars.
No, not the Jaguars.
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. Jimmy G?
Yeah.
Playing like Jimmy G from 2 years ago.
That's right. That's what they said.
So,
but again, they got to pull our socks up. They're only 4-5. They got to get. It'd be good to win that. They'd be at least at half.
Huh?
Jaguars, yeah, they had one good win for some reason. They had two, but they had one kind of. That was kind of a wild one, but anyway, yeah. Texans and Titans, yeah. Titans are going to win that.
Titans win that.
There's no doubt about it. I can't see why they wouldn't.
Now, let's talk about the real game, folks.
Yeah,
1 o'clock, guys.
That could be quite a game.
It's a rival.
Yeah,
it's a divisional.
It is.
Aaron Rodgers
but
versus Kirk Cousins and the Vikings.
Yeah, but they're better teams still. Packers are still better.
Packers win by 10 or more, folks.
I think so.
You know, Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of the game was a little rusty, like Tony Romo said, but after a while,
He just had to warm up.
he started warming up and started throwing those balls.
Yeah.
And
But he had to get out of that goofy mindset where they were bugging him about whatever he said, whether it was right or wrong. Get out of that shit. Get back to football. Once he got back in there, he's all business.
well, don't you see the difference between Mr. Love and Aaron Rodgers?
Oh my God!
You know, like,
well, that's like the difference between Rudolph and Roethlisberger. It's like Love was, like I said, there was very little love for Love because he lost the game for him. He did get one touchdown. Give him credit. And his family it was his first time out, and he didn't completely bomb, so he did get one out of it. So give him credit for that. But yeah, you can't. It's pretty when you throw a guy in against a lot. Well, not that I should say that. What's the word? When you throw in somebody, it's like you're throwing someone against. They used to throw the Christians to the Lions, to feed them to the Bears. Like, I mean, they don't have a chance. And if the guy's just inexperienced, then you can't expect a lot from him. And I felt bad for him in a way, and in another way, I was, thought, well, again, maybe they get a better backup than that. So they're almost in the same position as Pittsburgh as far as they should be. It'd be nice to have a better backup, is what I'm saying. Because, you never know what they're into. He's had the odd injury over the years. He keeps himself in good shape, but he's not as prone maybe as Ben Roethlisberger.
He's an all-around quarterback.
He's a good athlete. He can run it, and he tends not to get. He's smart. Usually, he doesn't get hit too bad. If he's going to get sacked, usually tries to take it good, but you never know. But anyway,
smartest quarterback ever to ever play the game was a man named Peyton Manning.
Yeah, he was really good. He could read the game.
When he would get sacked, he would go on the gun because he knew.
Yeah,
it might be an injury because look at this neck surgery he had many years ago.
Yeah, he did have the neck surgery.
And Indianapolis dropped him. They never thought he would come back. And he came back to Denver.
And won for them.
Won the Super Bowl, went to the Super Bowl twice.
Yeah.
MVPs, most touchdowns than any quarterback in the National Football League. Then
he had a great career.
He had a great career in Denver. He loves Denver. Denver is his home.
A second chance. And he played well.
They wrote him off.
Yeah.
They wrote him off in Indianapolis.
Well, a lot of times they do that.
All right.
But he can do it.
So,
you never know.
That's the smartest quarterback to ever play the game. His name is Peyton Manning.
Well, probably one. Yeah, if not, he would.
He's one of the best. Like, he would be a phenomenal coach.
Yes, he would. Yeah.
The commercials he do.
I don't know what he's doing now.
He does a lot of commercials.
Well, yeah, but is he still in? If he's around the game or not?
Yeah, he's around the game. You see him on the odd commercial. You see him on ESPN. Him and Eli. They're talking about sometimes they'll show
brother, they show that. There's another one. There's three of them now. There's another one too. There's a third brother too, and I don't think he's a football player.
Mm-hmm.
They all look a little similar, but not that similar.
Yeah.
Eli and him more. There's a third guy they were showing. I don't know what he calls me. They were just mentioning it the other day. I don't think he's a football guy though.
Well, they're saying with the Baltimore Ravens,
Lamar Jackson.
He's still dealing with some illness, now questionable versus the Bears. So this is a huge win if Lamar Jackson doesn't play, because this would be a great win if the Bears can get a victory over the Baltimore Ravens.
We'll never hear the end of that. I don't want them to win.
Look.
Yeah.
Think of this. Ravens lose 6-4. Pittsburgh wins 6-3. They're tied, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
it's better if they lose.
It's better if they lose. I'm picking Baltimore to win on this one. But again,
I would take Baltimore, just thinking of Baltimore. But again, I don't know. In a way, I'd like to see. Yeah, exactly.
I like Justin Fields.
I know what you're saying. Who's Justin Fields?
The Chicago's quarterback.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, okay. I've heard of. See these. Yeah.
Justin Fields. Do you know who Justin Fields is?
Well, the problem is teams have been changing quarterbacks left and right. And I just get maybe used to one guy, and then he's gone. Guys, see you later, Trubisky, or see you later.
Well, Trubisky's in Buffalo and was a backup quarterback.
He went to Buffalo.
Yeah. Why didn't he go to Pittsburgh? He was a decent quarterback.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah. He would have been a good quarterback.
That would have been a good one. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Pittsburgh's.
Is that Tomlin's job? Is it Matt Canada up there?
I'd like to know who's in charge of that, because they got to get better at that. Get somebody good. Get a good backup. Same with Green Bay. Get a good backup. Look at this is about all you need. This is your last piece of the puzzle. You got pretty well a good team. Don't just get somebody that What happens if your guy gets hurt for a week or two? Someone that can actually still win a game for you, not be throwing balls on the ground or, or try to throw a long bomb, but has no way he's going to do it. Can't do it. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you're right. It'd be better if the Ravens lost for the Steelers. But
I'm picking the Ravens to win.
I think they'll win it.
Ravens win this one.
It might not be, whatever.
Raiders are in a hole right now. On a big hole.
They lost their coach. They lost their
coach. They lost their player.
They were on a kind of starting to come back.
Yeah, they're on a winning streak and everything.
Well, they're playing an equal team, 5-4. They're
playing an equal team.
And Bengals have had a lot. Now there's another team I was talking about that's made a comeback. It's the Bengals.
They've improved. Yeah. But they've lost a couple games.
Not as good as Buffalo, but they've still improved a lot.
They've improved a lot. They have lost 2 in a row. Okay. But this is going to be a good football game.
Yeah.
Because if Cincinnati can score a good 20 points on the Raiders defense, they will win the football game.
They'll win it.
No doubt about that. Yeah. I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Raiders.
Right.
There's something right now with the Raiders.
That isn't right.
And I think that Gruden situation is really haunting them down right now. Now it's really biting in the rear end.
It's a bad time to have in the middle of the season. Yeah.
Because
I think you're right. I think they'll win it.
Because Gruden was there, we're 5-2, 5-1.
Bengals, yeah.
Bengals win, but hey, on any given Sunday, we don't know who's actually going to win the football game.
Sometimes it flips the table. Yeah. And again, the Cardinals and Seahawks,
Russell Wilson looked rusty. Real rusty.
He did look rusty. He was not the usual Russell Wilson. Cardinals are they the best team right now? No, the Packers are tied with who's the top teams? Packers for records, 8-2, 8-2.
You got this.
There's nobody that's got 9 in it.
No, you got the Cardinals who are Cardinals, Packers.
Anybody else? Is that the whole? Let's see. Not really.
Oh, those two. Those are 2 of the top.
That's it.
And then the Cowboys.
Cowboys is like 3rd place.
Yeah.
Chiefs is 6-4.
Yeah.
Now we would. Well, no. Let's go with Cardinals and the Seahawks. Yeah, I think the Cardinals will win that.
Picking Seattle.
Are you?
I am. This is a must-win for the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, maybe they will win it.
This is a must-win for the Seattle Seahawks. If the Seattle Seahawks want to push into a playoff spot, they must win this game.
They would have to. Look at their score, 3-6.
Oh, they're 3-6. They lose.
They're pretty well done.
And look at the 49ers. They're going to have an easy victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's their conference,
right?
Yeah.
So this is a huge game for Seattle.
Right, you're right. Yeah.
So Seattle's defense last week, they gave up 17 points. They still look good. They held Aaron Rodgers quite a few times. He was under pressure.
That's true. They did pressure him, yeah.
He did. That's why he was rusty.
Pretty good.
So
they could do it.
I'm picking Seattle.
It would be an upset, but they might take it. I'm still taking Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to take it. I don't care.
You think it's going to be a close game or a blowout?
No, I think that might be tight. Yeah. Maybe Russell will get back into it. Mm-hmm. He didn't look good. He didn't look as usual. Mm-hmm. You can see it was him, but it was just not. He didn't have it quite all the way. So yeah, maybe if he comes back. Okay, this one you never know because the Cowboys, they've been doing well. Yeah, it's a different team. Finally have a team this year, but the Chiefs were kind of, I don't know what they were doing, but now they're kind of making a run now. So if Mahomes can get back into it, really, I think the Chiefs could win that.
Yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs to win this one.
And I think they're going to try their best. I think they want to move up a bit. 6-4.
They're on top of the division.
7-4. If they could do that, and they have the potential. It's just Mahomes wasn't really ever since the Super Bowl. He never played that great. And I don't know whether it was the confidence or whether it's.
I think it's a confidence.
It might have been a confidence factor. He is a young quarterback too, and younger quarterbacks will react a lot more emotional than maybe an older.
He's younger, but he's running more.
Yeah, I noticed that. And he usually is pretty good, but he hadn't been that good on the run this year. But then I think the last game he played really well. So,
well, don't you remember the Packers game?
I mean,
was it the Packers game? That final play against Green Bay with about 2 minutes left on the clock.
Which one?
Final 2 minutes left against Green Bay was like 3rd and something, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 10. Or maybe even 3rd and 12.
Right.
And he threw it. That was the Mahomes ball he threw that we know about.
That's right.
Before that, Mahomes was playing like
no good.
Just a regular quarterback, like a Rudolph. That's how bad it was.
Almost.
Almost as Rudolph. Not as bad as
not
but
as
almost.
Bad as that,
right?
He wasn't connecting.
Yeah.
No.
So
Well, there you go. Maybe.
I'm picking Chiefs.
Yeah,
I am picking the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think it's their turn. I think they'll go.
And I do want them to win.
Yeah,
I do. I like Patrick Mahomes. I'm a fan of Mahomes.
Good
I think
coach.
I think Mahomes is going to have 3 TDs, 275 yards in the day, no picks. They're going to win, and it's going to be by 7 to 10 spread, 7 to 10 points. Yeah,
They probably. I don't know what the rating would be and on them for betting, but they probably are. Because
would you bet on that one?
Would I bet on? I don't know if I'd want to bet on that one. You might win or lose on that one. If you bet the Chiefs, you could lose. Cowboys, I don't know. You know,
they're in Kansas.
they're the improved team. They are.
You think they've improved?
The Cowboys.
Anybody else?
Them and Buffalo, I would say. I think they're even more. They've improved more than Buffalo even, because Buffalo was pretty good last season at the end. So let's say of all the teams, I'd say Buffalo, or I'd say maybe Dallas, Buffalo, and the Patriots. Obviously, the way they've been playing.
Yeah,
And the Bengals, as far as improvement, but we see some of the ones that haven't improved. We can see them, and we see guys that are still in the mix, right? Like the Steelers-Chargers game, and it said if Ben can come out and play like he was playing, I think there's not a problem beating the Chargers.
Wow.
It's just hopefully they keep that rhythm going. Yeah, they got a couple key guys out. Yeah, it does hurt when you got TJ out. He's a big component there, to help out on.
It's going to be nerve-wracking watching this game tomorrow
because they don't have that many other guys that go for the sack like he does. But I mean, not to say they can't do it, but maybe someone will step up. Who knows? I don't know. They got some new players that they're starting to play pretty good, and it's just, again, this is what they got to look at as a quarterback. Look for somebody, that's half decent, not just 25%, but at least 70% at least,
Yeah.
Then you can win a game with even if you didn't use your quarterback. And same with Packers, they're probably in the same position, really. Love just wasn't,
Love wasn't showing love.
He's a brand new guy too. Like he never.
But still, man,
But they bring these guys in and they think, well, maybe they were told these guys were good, so they think they're going to be better than they are, and they're not. That's what happens, I think.
Steelers are going to win this one, John.
Yeah,
I
think so. I think they're, too bad about the other game.
You've come down for a couple of nights.
Throw that game in the garbage.
You've come down for a couple of nights. We got to see a Steelers victory between me and you.
Yeah, that's true.
And see Big Ben go back to Big Ben.
He's coming back. He's not.
I love your comments on Facebook with the haters. I love it.
Well,
I love it.
That's one guy. I'm not saying there's another guy.
No, but there's a lot of people that think Ben is washed. Currently washed.
Well,
He's not washed.
No, I don't think so. I think he's been suffering a little bit.
He's been suffering, of course. I want to see
he
you go in
puts up
there.
a lot of injury. That guy.
He's 39 years old, right?
He has a good. We watched his video. He's not like he's slack. He has a good fitness regimen, and he's had to work on that arm that time and everything else. And he's done miraculous to stay into that long. I think
he's a Hall of Famer. He's been to many
finish this season and then see where
Pro
he goes.
Bowls.
If he's still enthusiastic and he has the health, he probably could play another season anyway. But they got to find somebody for a backup that's going to be a decent backup, not just throwing balls all over the place. Yeah, it wasn't good.
The Giants.
Other than that, are we just about?
Yeah, we got the last one. The Giants and Buccaneers.
When's that game? Oh, that's Monday night. Oh,
they're on a 2-game losing streak, folks.
Who?
The Buccaneers.
That's hard to believe, but yeah they are.
They're on a 2-game losing streak.
You'd think automatically, well, the Bucs should take it.
I will be picking the Bucs.
I think
they're in Tampa Bay.
I think they'll take it.
Cannot see Brady lose 3 in a row.
The Giants don't do much.
No,
it's unfortunate. Ever since Eli left there, they haven't done nothing.
No,
I don't know why. It happens sometimes, and I know a couple Giants fans that I feel bad for them because they think it's what's that? Come in a little bit. Yeah, now we can get back in a little bit. The camera here. There we go. There, that's better. There we go. Yeah, well, we had the small screen.
There we go.
That was it for those guys.
Yeah. But going back to about the Pittsburgh Steelers, look, if you guys can pick up a decent QB off season, and if Ben can stay for another year, okay, I'd love to see him for another 2 years.
Well, I just said
if he can stay, if Ben can stay for another year, he can learn off Ben. So then he's ready for that season. If Ben is hurt or if it's preseason, let him start and see how he does.
Well, they do that, right? Usually.
They usually do that. But I don't see Mason Rudolph the future for
He
Pittsburgh.
just
I really don't.
He hasn't improved it.
No, whatsoever. Like,
there's no improvement in him. So.
the only improvement by Mason Rudolph is his legs. That's it. He can only run.
Yeah, that's probably
if he has to run.
Yeah, maybe.
But not even that at the same time. It's just
yeah.
I don't see him
he's
going
forward,
just staying the same.
Not doing anything.
Right?
He's not going anywhere. Like
so
if you're not going to improve, then no.
Something needs to happen. Something needs to change.
They got to get somebody.
Right? Because your defense is phenomenal. Your offense is starting to hold the line very well.
That's right.
Big Ben is not under pressure as much he was.
Well,
in the
generally
last
not.
games.
No,
so Pittsburgh,
but
they're in good hands if they can find a good quarterback for Big Ben Roethlisberger when Ben leaves.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think so. I don't know. They should be looking at. They shouldn't wait till the last minute. That's for sure. And maybe your Packers should be too in a way.
Well, look, Aaron
That's
Rodgers,
the best they could come up with was Love.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think so.
I don't think that they could handle somebody better than that.
I don't see.
So there's two teams that that's all they really need. Those two teams just get to have a little insurance there. Because you never know when your main guy can be out for a game or two. You never know. So, but it's unfortunate when you have to deal with these guys that are just inexperienced, or like you say, they just don't seem to improve any, like Rudolph, and they've had him for a while.
Oh, they've had him for what? At least 3 years.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
he hasn't really done much for him.
Right? We should improve off season, right?
Well, you'd think something would go on, or you'd wonder
what's Ben really think of him? I really want to know.
I don't know if he thinks of him or not. Was they communicate or not?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just
tomorrow will tell you if Ben is on his game.
We'll
right?
see how he is.
The first snap.
Yeah, we'll know. We'll know in a few minutes.
But that wraps up your NFL for week 11.
Did the wrestling and the NFL.
We did the wrestling and the
not
NFL.
bad, not bad. Covered that.
Yeah. But I want to seriously just talk to you. Things are well, like in Texas and everything. Everything's well,
good as it can be.
Right?
COVID
and all that.
It depends on the people.
Are you a mask guy or what? Are you a big mask guy?
I don't like them.
No,
they're terrible.
Yeah.
No, I don't like them.
It's tough, huh?
They're no fun for anybody. Right. If you don't have to wear them, don't wear them.
But I've noticed in the States, it's more.
They're a little more.
You're more choice.
Little more choice for that.
Yeah.
Area. I don't know about everything, but yeah, the venues now with the sports, pretty well wide open. They got full stadiums. I don't think they're expecting the fans to, if they don't want to wear the mask. Some people will because you are packed in again. It's just, that's more the personal choice. I don't know. Up in Canada, they do a little more conservative. They're a little more behind, maybe as far as I don't know if it is. It's tiring to wear them, and whether they even did that much good, I can see only for sneezing or something or coughing. That's really all they're going to do. They're not going to do anything else. If you're breathing and you have COVID, I'm sure it's not. They're not going to stop your air or anything. It's still going to be germs, right? So, to me, I don't think they were just a stopgap when it first came out to have them. It's the only thing they could come up with, cheap to help a little bit, but and then whether the shots are working that well after all or not, is another story. So overall, I guess with most people that can take them and they're not too bad, but you can still get it with the shots too. So. And we wonder if they just don't play with the numbers a little bit. The politicians.
Can I tell you a story?
Because you have a good story to tell. And I couldn't believe it actually. Yeah. But then I thought, you know what? I can believe it. And this is a way that you can pad numbers just by doing this. So you go ahead. You go ahead.
I told my buddy John this earlier when we were watching the hockey. I mean,
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But then after I thought, you know what? This is one way that the numbers can be padded if this kind of stuff's going on.
Yeah.
And
I would love if Sicilian was on here with me right now.
He would agree 100%.
So my great-grandfather,
so would Ink.
May God bless his soul and rest his soul, died about a year ago in January.
Yeah, he was an old man.
He was an old man, and he was in the hospital.
And
he died of old age. Well, folks, they didn't put him. They didn't put him down as died of old age. They put him down as death of COVID.
Yeah, there you go.
He didn't have COVID.
Well, there you go.
He died of old age. He was 96 years old.
Well,
what did they do? they put him as
So
he died of COVID.
That's one man.
That's one man.
So what if they did that for
what's 1 times 10 or 10 times
right.
10
It
or
adds
20
up.
times 20? It keeps adding up.
Adds up.
1
quick.
plus 1's 2. 2 plus 2
There's
is
a
4.
big high percentage.
4 plus 4 is 8.
And there's a high percentage that is just fake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right. No. Maybe he had pneumonia.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, that's
Still.
fine. Still.
That's not COVID.
No, it's
Right.
not. But they can,
Right.
you know,
Or a flu.
But
If I die from a flu.
the problem with COVID is it covers too many bases. They say it can be this and this symptom and this symptom, and it's not like anything else we've ever experienced in a long time because the symptoms vary from cough and sneeze to congestion of the lungs, nasal congestion. It covers, and then you can have be sick to your stuff. Like it's everything.
Huh.
It's not. It covers like more than a standard even flu covered almost. Well, almost, and it's just like well. So they're just the poor man got written off for COVID, and if that's happened, and like you said, how many people has that happened to? Like they sign off on a death certificate, right?
Yeah.
And it should be
Makes me
it
sick.
should be a little more professional than that.
Makes me really sick. When
So
I
you
heard
wonder,
that.
you see that, you think, well, you know, and then how good are these numbers you're talking?
Yeah. Well,
Are they that accurate?
Yeah.
Probably not if they're doing stuff like that.
is there actually 5,000 people? Is there 5,000 deaths in London, Ontario? No, I mean, is there 5,000 deaths in Ontario
Yeah.
combined? I don't
Yeah.
think there's 5,000 deaths.
No, I doubt it.
I think it's maybe 2,000, 1,000.
Yeah, well,
Because you can't do that. You know, you should be charged for that.
well, it's not
That's
right.
against the law. You want to talk about the law?
Well, it should
That's
be.
the law, ladies
It's
and gentlemen.
false. It's doing
You know, that's false information.
it's
right there.
falsifying it, and that's usually they like when someone dies, they try to have a cause of death. They try to be as accurate as they can. If it's a car crash or a shooting or stabbing, it's pretty easy to tell. The guy was, you know, they cut him up. The guy died, bleeds out. Car crash.
Yeah.
When it's something where you're sick, maybe some of the aspects of it look like COVID, but why? As far as not proving it, that doesn't make sense. The only way you can get proof is the test, supposedly, and you know, I don't think they test a dead body, but I'm just saying they probably could even.
Yeah.
Because before they're in the ground, they probably could have if they really wanted to check for it.
The numbers are
Because it's in they check the thing with the thing and up the nose and all that. And I don't know. That's kind of to me sounds so that right there makes you wonder. Like how many false reports have they had? To adds into the mix, right?
keeps adding up, right?
Yeah, so you don't know. So I mean, you can't blame people for being skeptical, and because you hear stuff like that, and you think, "Holy smoke, man! What else is going on right there?" They maybe, and if they're going to pad the numbers just to make it sound like, well, you get to try and get more people vaccinated that might be on the fence. I guess is the word. I mean, this has been a crazy kind of 2 years with this thing. A lot of it is very weird because it was really quick to get the vaccines. First of all, it seemed to be very quick, and now they're saying maybe they're not quite as good as they thought they were because they're talking booster shots and all this other crap. So,
will you be getting the booster, John?
I don't think I need that. I think I'm fine.
Yeah,
I never was one that gets sick anyway. Very often, hardly ever.
They took the Johnson off.
Hardly ever.
They took the Johnson off.
Did they take that one?
Yeah, they
the
did.
Johnson and Johnson.
They did, yeah.
That was only in the U.S., I think, and maybe it wasn't as good. The AstraZeneca was a bomb. That was the one. If anyone was concerned, that was the one to be more concerned about of all the vaccines.
Well,
but they said that one had the worst chance of side effects, and it wasn't as effective either as the Pfizer Moderna, is what they said. And so we got rid of it, and I think you guys finally got rid of it. They used it for a while and got rid of it. But a lot of people up in Canada got it, I think.
Well, I was talking to my cousin.
So I don't know. And people everyone's different. The problem is, again, everyone's body reacts differently.
You can be the healthiest man out there.
I talked to some
sick.
people that had the second shot and had a bit of an effect on the second shot, only on the second one. And it's not that this is not a standard flu shot. A standard flu shot, they actually give you a little bit of the flu in the shot, and it gets injected into you to make you react and to make you build antibodies, so you will get immunity to the actual flu if you catch it, if you get around of it and get wind of it, flu from someone, so that you hopefully won't come down with it. This is all DNA, RNA stuff. This is far technical stuff. It's funny that anyone would react to it, but you can, and some people do. Yeah. And it's for some people, maybe with certain health conditions, they shouldn't get it. they should be exempt. Fine, they should have exemptions for that. I don't have a problem with that either. So
I see people like Fresco when I go to Fresco.
There's the odd person now that's
No
not wearing a
mask, or
mask,
even on the bus.
and some of them maybe just don't do it, or some do have exemptions. But you know what? How do you know? You don't know. What are you going to do? Go talk to them? Probably not. Just look at it and say, well, who knows? Maybe they don't have to. But again, the mask to me, it would only be any good for like a sneeze or cough, because they're made out of that shit. That the cheap ones, even a good mask made of fun, it'll catch that kind of stuff.
You should see how
the general breathing, your still breath is going to get in and out because they're not that tight. And, so that if someone's got that, so I mean, they're only so effective, I think.
But John,
they're uncomfortable.
Look,
that's the problem.
You should see how they make the masks.
Yeah, I don't.
You should see how they make them.
I don't want to know.
I don't know if I would even want to show it.
No?
It is disgusting.
A lot of them are from China.
Yeah,
too.
what they do is they sit on the ground and you can see these guys' feet. They look like they're black, their feet. Yeah. They look like they've been walking all day.
What are they doing?
Right? And they're making masks from the ground, and you can see bugs on the ground, flies on the ground, food on the ground. It's disgusting.
So how good is that?
It's disgusting, right? And we're putting that on our face.
Well, that's why you
right?
want the cloth masks are far better. You buy them and they're in a package.
He is a smart man, Hassan Halbouni. He is. Mr.
No.
Leonidas is. He's calling you a smart man.
Most of the ones I wear now, I have a few of those shitty ones, but they're not. They're itchy too. The material's itchy. They just, I don't know. I mean, I wish they would just say that's an end of them.
No.
Just say, okay, that we've tried that. I mean, it's not the best deterrent, that's for sure.
No.
And who knows where this thing started from? There's people that have theories on it. Some of them are vicious theories, like China started this as a biological warfare against the world.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that believe that.
They blame you guys. They blame the United States, the Americans.
Well, they blame everybody for everything.
They blame the U.S. They did it.
Yeah. I don't know why they would do it. Then the people would say, there's people that still believe that on 9/11, the U.S. government set up those planes to hit the Twin Towers. Well, I really don't think they would do that. What benefit would they have of killing all those innocent people? Most of them American, and there was other international people. Had nothing to do with nothing.
Were you living in Texas? Were you living in Texas that day, that year?
Yeah, but why would they do that? Like, come on. Like, certain things but people think anything, you know what I mean? But there's science, and then there's, depending, but like you said, the numbers, they could be playing with these numbers.
How can my great-grandfather die of old age, but they put COVID down?
I mean, when you're at that age, a lot of things will take you out, because you're not in the great, you've gone beyond your normal lifespan. Actually, you're into extra overtime. Usually by then your general health isn't that great. So you're susceptible to catching a lot of things. But pneumonia is a real big one for people that are elderly. And that one can be it spreads very fast. So,
and ammonia, how do you catch ammonia?
I don't know how you catch it. You catch it from somebody.
Is it a virus?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's
been around for a long time.
It has. It's not going to go away anytime soon. Yeah. It's not the easiest to catch. Like, you can get worn down too. And then for some reason you get it. I don't know. I had it once. I didn't like it. Yeah. You feel worn out and you cough up with green phlegm like you wouldn't believe it. Like almost glowing color green, like Sour Patch Kid green color.
I've seen people, it's disgusting, but I've seen people throw up and it's like green.
Yeah.
As this John Cena, you can't see me. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, and with the other one's lighter, but it's still gross. Yeah. But I mean, you're just sick. But you get it. You usually beat it if you're young. But the older people, it's number on them. Yeah. And the chances are maybe you had that. I mean, I don't. For sure. That's pretty bad. So. And, who knows, like, how they're doing this, the number-wise. That's another thing. Who's in charge of that? It's too bad. You got too many people involved, and it's, whatever. It's whatever. I just hope that by, like, we're going into Christmas time here, and I mean, boy, oh boy. I don't think anyone expected this thing to be trailing on this long, but it's going to keep going for a while, I guess, and it's not an easy thing. And, been hard on everybody. And I think people are just trying to slowly get back a little bit to normal. But who knows? I mean, are they going to start stalling us back again? How long are they going to have to back and forth and all that garbage? I hope not. I mean, it's People just want to live normally, and it hasn't been a normal existence for 2 years now. And there's no way it has.
For sure.
It stressed a lot of people, a lot of mental problems over this.
A lot of depression.
Suicide
Percent is absolutely gone
through
to the roof. Oh my God.
Well, people lost their jobs in some cases because they closed up businesses.
So wrong.
And then some places they had
Greyhound, John, has been around for over 90 plus years. They shut it down.
Yeah.
They shut it down, John.
Yeah, I know.
And
I heard about that.
We don't know what the reason is. Is it COVID or what?
I don't know
right?
about that one.
So
I thought it was just because it wasn't much. No one took the bus anymore.
Well, I used to take it to Toronto all the time for a baseball game. Right?
Well, you could. It was always reliable. It was getting a little pricey, but I mean, look at the cost of fuel now. Holy smokes! I was watching it. Well, I watched some news there in Canada. They have a big problem up in British Columbia right now. They had a huge flood.
I got two friends in.
They had a huge flood, and it's causing unbelievable. It's a disaster over there. The flood. They got about a year's worth of freaking rain in about 1 or 2 days, and everything's just, there's areas that are flooded like unbelievable. We've seen floods in Texas and other places, but we're talking the damage that this done to the roadways and the mountainsides. It's like they've collapsed. There's mudslides, and it's going to take a long time to clean it up. Just clean it up, the mess, and they got to rebuild highways and everything else. The highways are like chopped in half. One's on this level, they're sunk down, they can't drive on them.
How are they going to fix that?
You know, they're trying to reroute the trucks to get food in. Now they're rationing fuel. They already pay $1.60 a liter, I guess, for fuel out there. Oh,
look at these. Look at the comments on the side. Yeah. Look at these comments.
What's that?
Smart man. Okay.
Oh.
He is also a sexy man.
Oh, well,
he really is. He deserves to be sexy.
Okay, well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Tell that to the wife. You like that one.
Yeah.
He deserves to be sexy.
Yeah. You're talking about John, right? John's the study. You're not Joe Booney.
Oh, Joe Booney.
No, Joe Booney's just Joe Booney. This is John.
Joe Booney is world renowned.
Joe Booney's all right. He's okay.
Oh, he's an international.
You're the stud man.
International star.
International.
Almost.
Almost.
He will be.
Oh, one day.
Pretty close.
One day.
The show's up there.
I do good on my show. I do good.
Yeah, but you got a lot of other social media.
Yeah, you know.
You're right in the loop with all
this
that.
This is the
I
main.
don't get it. I'm too old.
All you have is Facebook.
I don't care about it.
All right.
Facebook can be. It's okay if you're using it and the people on there are your people you really actually know. But I know people that had people on their Facebook. They had no clue who they were. They're like 10th friend of a friend. Well, how are you going to know them? You don't know them. They just get on there and say, "Hi, I'm a friend of you." Well, how do you know me? Well, through your 15th cousin from Arkansas, we know you. Yeah. Well, how would I know that? Like
a good friend of mine, Stanley, would always complain, "Why do I have all these people on Facebook?" Stanley, the problem you keep adding them, or you keep having friends of friends of friends.
They
add them, and you accept
the problem
them.
Is they add them on,
right?
It's not you in charge of it.
There's people on Facebook that I don't know.
It's just an account. Like it's they can just load you up, and I mean I don't care. I mean some people have a little bit of business. They can use it for on their business a little bit too, just to show that maybe a business owner and a little bit on them. You can put spiels on them about yourself and your background and stuff. That I've known people do that. But I mean, whatever, it's your choice. You don't have to do Facebook, or you don't have to do all this.
No, but I'm glad you do have Facebook. That's how I contact you.
Yeah, but because you get the phones now, your cell phones now are like just like anything else. They're hooked up to everything, and you got all these different things, right? Yeah. Good and bad, and it's like you're using it for the right reasons. That's fine, I guess.
Love you too, Amanda.
As long as you don't mind the odd goofy comment or some of the weird shit people send you on your phone, But Johnny Savage.
Look,
and stuff.
You got to throw the negative in the garbage.
Yeah,
you got to keep moving forward because look,
just use the positive of it. What good is it? And use the good stuff.
We have all these amazing support today,
right?
Yeah,
that's true.
We don't have any hate. But if we have that one hate, John, what do? We ignore it.
Well,
because those people are not welcome to the show.
No, but it's only one.
It's only one person. It's the minority.
That's the majority. Right?
This is the majority. Majority rules.
That's one lady.
Well, one you got Sammy.
Hussein's on.
Yeah, Hussein, Sam, Musa.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So I'm just saying, majority, like you say, always rules over minority.
We're supposed to
any day.
The problem is today they're going too far the other way. They're giving the minority.
You can't even step on the bug anymore.
Well, I'm not saying there's any problem with that. I'm just saying that they're trying to make it so. They try to please every single person on the whole earth. It's pretty hard to do that. And all the time you can't do it. It's never been done in the history of the world. It never will be. but they think they can do it, and it's bullshit. There's other more important things right now to deal with. Like, there's natural disasters like we just talked about. The COVID's still lingering. So there's still people out of work because of it or having a hard time with work.
People are quitting their jobs.
Yeah, some people are
because they're forcing the vaccine on you.
Yeah, well, they say that, and then they say, well, you don't, and who knows what's right about that. And again, a politician's in there, you don't know who's right, who's wrong, and it's just it hasn't been the greatest time. And I think we're just starting to kind of come out of it a little bit, but slowly, not fast enough for most people, really.
Yeah.
We're never used to being so restricted.
Sure.
And it's changed a lot of people the way they live. And
just be happy. Just live your life. Have fun.
Yeah,
put a smile on your face. Help each other. Love each other. Respect each other.
Exactly.
Be there for one another, right?
I mean, yeah, but don't try to be positive. It's been a negative thing, but just try to think the best of it. Get the best out of your situation.
Yeah, be happy yourself. Look,
that's right. You can only be happy for yourself. No one else can make you happy.
No, like
be happy.
First, be happy. Live life itself. To have a crush on you first before others.
That's right.
How can you be in a relationship if you can't love yourself?
Yeah,
you can't.
You got it.
You have to love yourself first.
That's right.
Before you love that other person. Look, you're married, John. You got kids. God bless you. Beautiful wife and children. You love yourself, right?
Well, yeah. I
guess.
guess.
You love your wife?
Yeah.
You love your children, right?
That's true.
But you have to be happy.
Yeah, you do. You have to be.
Right?
If you're not happy with yourself, it's hard to spread the love with others. That's true.
You have to be happy.
Well, that's true. And our creator wanted us to be happy. He didn't want us to be sad all the time. But it's just people get depressed, and this has been a depressing situation. And it's been one of the probably in the last 100 years the worst time we've dealt with. So if we can get out of this year in the next year or so, I hope we can get out of it and get rid of the masks and just throw them in the pit and burn them. I'm sick of it. And just say, okay, we tried that. Okay, and maybe by then it'll be on its way out. Hopefully it'll run its course. They do. They usually run their course. It's just taking this one longer than because everyone today wants everything done this minute, and that because of our technology. The way we think now is technology is so advanced, right? Because of the phones, laptop, all these systems, but yet, when it comes to the disease, that's not moving the same way. It's not as quick.
Yeah,
you can't, and it's just one of those deals.
To be honest with you, John, I'm going to be honest with you.
We're so used to
this, but these kinds of stuff ruins kids.
Well, they catch on to it really fast.
My nephew Noah knows how to open and go to YouTube. He's 2 years old.
Yeah, it's amazing.
When I was 2 years old, you know what I played with?
Toys.
SpongeBob. Toys.
Blocks of wood.
Go outside, play with leaves. I never had this.
We didn't have any of that stuff.
So all this is amazing, but at the same time, this ruins kids. And
but
one day,
it still doesn't change anything a lot when it comes down to it.
No, right?
It just changes the way we communicate. Yeah, that's all it is. It's faster. It makes it more easy for a lot of things. It's good if your car breaks down, you get on the cell phone, call the auto club or whatever. I need a tow truck. I need a tire changer, need gas, or my car's in the ditch or something. It's good for that. I don't know. That's when they first brought cell phones up. Now people are so addicted to them because depending on what they get their service rate for their data and all that, they can do everything on them if they want. I mean, you're ordering food, you're doing this and that. It's been good for during the COVID that way to keep people maybe remote, a little bit. But that is a good part of it. So it's got its benefits. It's just, for me, I don't know, slow to react to the new systems, I guess. But it's out there.
Yeah,
it's the way of the world now. So, and it's mostly positive. It's mostly positive because it's the communications are a lot better today.
Sure,
because you can talk to people.
You get people from
I don't know. I still like to, for certain parts of my business, I still like to be actually with the people, and that's why I go on. I don't go on as many as I used to business trips, but I still go on a few because you can only do so much over this phone. You can talk to someone and say, I want to buy I don't know, whatever product or whatever. Yeah, you can order stuff. That's one thing. But if you want to check out, say, a ranching operation in, say, Alberta, Canada, or Texas, or Montana, or somewhere, and maybe something new that some guys design or something, and you actually want to see it, you almost have to go and actually see it, how it operates. You're not going to you can get a video of it maybe, but you got to get a tour of the place, you know what I mean, and actually be there, and it's a lot different than just looking at it on a screen. You can get so much out of that. But that's the way I look at it. I'm still kind of old school that way, but I don't have to do near as much traveling as I used to. But I have contacts in my industry. I have contacts in my industry, and I like to deal with them. And it is nice sometimes to be one-on-one and if they have a facility, you can go tour it and stuff like that. It's more personal. It's a more personal way of dealing.
But don't you like this better?
Excuse me, I got COVID now.
No, don't you like this better than StreamYards all the time from Texas?
Yeah, well, StreamYards is one thing, but I had a little issue with it. We had to straighten that out. So
yeah, right.
It wasn't. Now
you got some cat hair from the guy from Texas.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that friggin' cat.
How is that cat?
He's still going.
Yeah. How old is he now?
He's old. He's 14 or something.
14?
Yeah.
He's a big cat.
No, not bad. He's still there.
Healthy, right?
Reasonable. He's got health. He's got kidney issues.
Does he?
Yeah, I got special food for him with this hat. I don't know.
You look like good, man. You look good.
Not too bad, but yeah. The dog though. The dog, he's getting better too.
What is he now? Like 4 or 5?
The dog. I don't know how long we got the dog there now. Gronkowski, the dog. Yeah, what a name to call him.
Gronkowski.
Oh well.
Who named him that?
Ron did.
Ron?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Like, okay, call him whatever you want. Yeah. I call him an asshole when he chewed my boots up. I wasn't too happy about that.
I remember that. Wow. Those boots too, the nice leather ones.
I just bought them, man. Freaking, I don't usually buy. I thought I'll treat myself.
Yeah.
What a waste of time. Well, that's a puppy for you. They'll chew on anything, right? That's their thing. They do that.
What kind of dog is it? Like a Rottweiler?
Yeah, Rottweiler. He's pretty big now. They can be vicious, but he's not too vicious. He's not.
Yeah. He's on the farm most of the time.
He's not trained. Well, he's not. Yeah. That's a German breed. They were bred to be guard dogs, and there's some that are still got a bit of that where they're a little bit aggressive. I've seen some, and I mean, they're a pretty big dog, but he's not. He doesn't not. He's good with people mostly.
Mm-hmm. John, we're running out of time, buddy.
Yeah.
We're going to bring somebody on, actually.
You are.
Who's going to sing the national anthem, actually.
Oh, that'd be good.
The USA national anthem.
Oh, my God. Look at the time. Well, yeah, that's our time here, too.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Let's welcome this amazing person that I met on Live Me. She's a great person. The one, the only, a good American, a good friend of mine, Kayla. Good evening, Kayla.
Hello, Joe.
Kayla, how are you? Can you hear me good?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come on the show tonight. It's a pleasure and it's a privilege to have you on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. How's your night going, hon?
It's going good. It's kind of cold out, so I'm wearing my coat. I'm in the truck because I'm actually at my sister's house right now, and everybody's going to sleep, so I had to come out into the truck and sing.
You had to come out. Well, you know what? I really appreciate you coming, and I can't wait to hear your voice, your golden voice of this. So let me know when you're ready so we can stand up and do the national anthem whenever you're ready.
All right, Joe.
Are you ready, John?
Oh, yeah.
John, this is a good friend of mine. I met at Live Me, actually. She's a very, very good friend of mine.
Hi, John. My name is
Kylie. Where are you from, Kylie?
I'm from South Dakota, John.
Oh, yeah. Right on. That's good.
Yeah.
South Dakota, how far is that from Texas?
Well, it's still quite a ways from Texas, but they're out in the plains out there.
Yeah, we're out in the plains. There's nothing but hills.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's stand up. And I'll let you know when you can go. Oh, let's see if I can get this camera in a better angle. Let's see.
There you go.
Okay, if you want to come in like this, John.
Yeah, we'll get on there.
This.
Oh, yeah, it's later than I thought it was.
You go when you're ready.
All right, here it goes. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, who spread stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' reckless banner yet wave, or the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Very good.
Very, very good.
All
Thank
right.
you. I really appreciate
Nice.
that. Pretty good. That wasn't scripted. You said that from the heart. I love that. I love that. Absolutely amazing. And I want to thank you again. This is a moment that I'll never forget for you coming on and doing the national anthem. No YouTube tonight. I had you on, and I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe, for having me.
Anytime. You take care of yourself.
I will. Have a good
Take
night.
care. No problem. And to the rest of the folks, John, another handshake, another hug, my friend. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. my
All
friend.
right.
It's been a real pleasure.
Yeah.
Last words before we sign off?
Not really. Just, I don't know. Everyone's just got to love one another and try to get the positive out of everything you can, because there's enough people that dwell on the negative.
Yeah.
Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you, guys. And I hope you guys have a great night. And you know what? Maybe tomorrow we'll be streaming the Steelers game. John, we're going to watch wrestling. Maybe King Goose comes over. We have a lot to go. John, you're going to be sleeping on that couch over there tonight.
All right.
Okay.
That's fine with me.
Okay. So thank you, guys.
All
Have a
right.
beautiful night. Love each other and respect one